I'll be right back. It's all right. It is now. Freaking ran.
I know. I was going to look at you violated.
You also had first aid.
If you had brought the box, we would not have moved. Everything would have worked perfect.
Bring one more than you need. Back up about that.
We got 20 minutes to spare. Relax for 20 minutes.
Yeah, and the free, you can get a audio shop, just a podium up there. Is this the reception?
I will be happy to show you the reception, sir.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm fine.
You're welcome to hang your coat here if you'd like.
I'd like to do that.
Caught me cooking breakfast.
It's that time of night, right?
Yeah.
Do I need a mask?
No, you have one if you'd like.
I got one.
Okay. I'm offering it to people. Yeah.
That's what the grown-up son. Wait. There was more than that. I don't know if I can say it, so I can do that. So, by the way, they look great. You should see it. Did you see it on the Not even having to solve Oh, not the Zoom, yeah. Oh, awesome.
No, right.
Yeah, that actually looks nice.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Now, I could zoom in the audience shot to get some reaction. This is just kind of like,
If anybody wants to see the parents' reaction, they're here.
that's true.
Right.
Well,
They're
but
not,
it's
it's like if they were home, they would come see a reaction. It's not that.
yeah,
If they're here, they can't
mom
see
is
it.
there and she's crying, somebody's talking.
Dad's at home watching. Why would he?
Sister's watching the kids. You don't know. Hey, Ben, you don't know. People have things to do. I'll watch this at work. You're gonna be at work watching your kid on the kid graduate on the phone. Seriously. It's on Twitter, for God's sakes.
What makes it look nice, well, at the same time, what I don't like, but
Let's see, let's stage it. How does he start? There.
Yep, so
Okay,
that's
thank
your
you.
first step. Then I come up and I'll think of the second. Basically, the next time you talk like this. So the next time first. Just maybe this up in the line. You start there for your first time out at the podium. And later we'll and do
If everyone could take their seats, we'll go ahead and begin.
There is like a processional,
Do they?
they'll process into music.
Yeah, so I should wait on them.
Yeah, so they'll,
Please sit down. Greetings. Welcome to this graduation ceremony. My name is Bruce Gerald. I serve as president of the University of Maryland, Baltimore. I am so pleased to welcome all the family, the parents, the mentors, our donors, and other supporters, as well as our marvelous students. Did you ever think this day would come? There are a lot of important people here. I won't name them all. I would like to point out Delegate Brooke Learman, who's here representing the Baltimore City. Thank you, Delegate Learman, for being here. Thank you. And the many other supporters. To begin the program today, I would like to introduce the Executive Director of the UMB CURE Scholars Program. That's Dr. Gia Greer McGinnis. Gia?
Thank you, Dr. Gerald. I want to give a big welcome to those here at Westminster Hall, as well as those joining us online in spirit. Graduations are events that allow us to both celebrate the promise of the future, but also give us a wonderful moment to reflect on the past and all the lessons learned along the way. We are so very proud of what our scholars have been able to accomplish and look forward to what they will do next. The CURE program has had a tremendous amount of institutional support from all corners of the university, as well as the community. This support has allowed the program to grow and evolve over time. Our first three speakers have played a major role in ensuring CURE's sustainability and will share their well wishes to the graduates and their thoughts on the program's past, present, and future. To start us off, I want to welcome Dr. Jay Perman, the Chancellor of the University System of Maryland, to give his remarks.
Well, thank you, Dr. McGinnis, for your leadership. You all know that I've had the privilege of doing a lot of things up on this stage, but nothing beats this. So I know I've been asked to focus my remarks on the history of the UMB CURE Scholars Program, the past, as it were. But that is really a hard assignment when I see the future sitting right in front of me. You're not surprised if I say I can't tell you how overwhelmed I am to see all of you, to see this. It's a dream, really. And that dream began in 2014 when a number of us looked at the students entering medical school, entering fields of biomedical research, the health sciences, STEM, and we said there's something wrong. We knew that we weren't, frankly, preparing enough students of color. We knew we needed to open up the pipeline, and quickly, because every day we saw in real life the maxim that became a kind of motto for this program. Talent is universal, opportunity is not. And so in 2014, we applied for a grant from the NIH to support a program like theirs was in the NCI, a very successful program meant to diversify the biomedical research workforce. But there was one key difference. The age at which we could get hold of these talented students and show them what's possible. To us, graduate school was too late. College was too late. High school was too late. And so it was in the next year, 2015, we stood up this program and I met this group of scholars. They were 11 years old. No high school. They were 11 years old, 6th grade. You remember their lab coats where the sleeves were too long for them? And look, so over the next 7 years, they, not us, they would prove true everything we believed about their determination, their talent, their potential. They have been hands down our greatest proof of concept. And I need to acknowledge, and I know I will leave people out, on day one with me back in 2014 were a lot of people in this room. Bruce Gerald, Kevin Cullen, Elsie Steins, Robin Saunders, Rodney Taylor, Greg Carey, Brett Hassel, Brian Sturdivant, many more. None of it would have been possible without them, without a team assembled around these scholars. None of it would have been possible without mentors deeply dedicated to their success, invested in their ambitions. None of it would have been possible without generous people, donors, many in this room. So the past, yes, CURE's past is a special story without a doubt. But I'll venture that CURE's past is nothing compared to its future. Congratulations to all of you. You've made me so proud.
Thank you, Dr. Perman. The CURE program has had an administrative home in the Office of the President since inception. The office has allowed CURE to move from an initial pilot program to the established program it is today. I'd like to welcome back Dr. Gerald for his reflection on CURE's present.
Thank you, Gia. It's a great pleasure to be here, and I want to welcome you all again because this is such a great occasion. In fact, this has never happened at UMB before. In fact, we have so few high school students coming to school here. You're it. That is marvelous. It's marvelous where you've gotten acceptances to college. We're so proud of the list. We're so proud of your accomplishments. 140 college acceptances. Pretty remarkable achievement. This year, we have 115 scholars in the program. We have 43 volunteers. We always need more of both. We need support for both, but thank you for those of you who are committed to that now. I actually thought about what I wanted to say, and I was surprised that I found what I wanted to see on one of those, what do you call those things? The uprights that have each of the CURE scholars in them, and you all saw those when you walked in. First of all, it's so nice to look how famous you've become. But more important, and I'm going to embarrass Courtney. So Courtney Jacobs is here. Courtney, you didn't know I was, where's Courtney? There you are, Courtney. You didn't know I was going to say something, but I think the essence of why we're here is in Courtney's quote on his upright thing there in the back. And I want to read it to you because I wrote it down because it just struck me right to the heart. And this is Courtney's quote. I have been molded to be a professional, act with energy, understand my worth, and know that when I walk into a room, I belong there. I can't do any better than that. They belong here. You're in a law school facility right now. There's a medical school and a nursing school and a whole lot of schools across the street. You belong here, and I hope we see you back one day soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gerald. The University of Maryland's Greenebaum Comprehensive Cancer Center has been a tremendous partner with the President's Office in supporting the program, lending the expertise of its faculty and providing the ongoing bridge to the National Cancer Institute. To close this segment of the program, I want to welcome Dr. Kevin Cullen, the Director of the Cancer Center.
I just have one little piece of paper. This won't take very long. First of all, thank you all for being here. I want to echo the appreciation that Dr. Perman voiced for so many of the people here who've helped get this program off the ground and get it to the successful place that it is today. So I'm going to talk for just a very brief moment about the future of the CURE program. But the future is a product of the past. And what I did today, which was actually a lot of fun, I went back and I found the video from the October 2015 ceremony in the nursing school when you all started. And two things struck me when I look at that video today. You were all tiny. You were tiny. And number two, and please go back, I sent the link to Gio, please go back and look at this when you have a chance. Number two, we owe so much to Elijah Cummings, who spoke so eloquently on your behalf then and other times. And I want to quote a couple of things that Congressman Cummings said at that day in 2015 when we started the CURE program. He said, "Don't tell me what our children cannot do." But really, when he said it, it was much more like, "Don't tell me what our children cannot do." I don't do a very good Elijah Cummings, but that was about as. And then he said, "We have to help them dream, but we have to do something else. We've got to show them the ramp to get them to that dream." And then he paused and he said, "We've got to show them the ramp to get them to that dream." He did that a lot. When he said something that was really, good, he would pause and then he'd say it again. So that's just a, public speaking tip from Elijah Cummings that you can take. But my God, there was never a better public speaker than Elijah Cummings. And I so know that if he could be here today, he would be so proud of you and so happy for you. So the other person, so I'm supposed to talk about the future. The other person who's very dear to me that I want to quote is Stuart Greenebaum, who was the benefactor for the Cancer Center, but he was also a big supporter of educational efforts. And his famous, somebody asked him, "Why do you give scholarships to school? Why is it so important for you to give to schools around Baltimore?" And he said, "Our children are our ambassadors to a world we will never know." And so as you walk up that ramp to that dream, you are the future of CURE. Make that ramp wider, make it stronger, bring your brothers and your lower school classmates up along behind you and go to that dream. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Cullen. I now have the pleasure of introducing tonight's keynote speaker, Dr. Rodney J. Taylor. Dr. Taylor is a professor and chairman of the Otorhinolaryngology Head and Neck Surgery Department at the University of Maryland School of Medicine. He joined the faculty in 2001 and is a surgeon scientist whose clinical practice is dedicated to the comprehensive care of head and neck cancer patients. He also performs complex surgical procedures in the management of HNC patients. Prior to arriving at the University of Maryland, Dr. Taylor graduated cum laude from the Harvard College in 1991, where he was a class president, a varsity football player, and was active in both student government and multicultural activities. So he did it all. He attended Harvard Medical School and received his medical degree in 1995. He then completed his residency in otolaryngology, head and neck surgery at the University of Michigan. While at the University of Michigan, he also received a master's degree from the School of Public Health. Dr. Taylor's research expertise includes head and neck cancer disparities in treatment and outcome for underrepresented and disadvantaged patients. He also has a basic science and translational interest, which includes studying Z-scan4 as a part of a system that confers and maintains cancer cell immortality in head and neck cancer. He also studies adult mesenchymal stem cells harvested from head and neck cancer tissues for the development of clinical applications following ablative surgical and cancer treatments. In addition to his clinical and research pursuits, he is a key leader in the School of Medicine, promoting diversity and inclusion and providing unconscious bias training for its faculty and staff. He also has been appointed to lead cultural transformation initiatives at the School of Medicine. He is also passionate and active on a local and national level in providing mentorship to increase underrepresented individuals in healthcare and research fields. Welcome, Dr. Taylor.
You know, first I have to say, Gia, you did a great job of saying otolaryngology. Let me first just say how very excited I am to be here and how very proud I am of each of you who I remember back when Congressman Cummings was here for your guys' inaugural entry into the CURE Scholarship Program. And to watch you now, my heart is just filled with a lot of pride and a lot of joy. And so thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak. You truly are scholars at this juncture. That was a term that you guys clearly grew into. You know, as someone who pursues academic and intellectual activities, you have done that. You will continue to do that. And I promise I won't take too much time. And I know I look at the family of these scholars here, and you must be very proud as well. And if I could just share with you maybe 4 thoughts, and I promise not to be too long. And Courtney borrowed the first one, and it is the notion of belonging. You know, I too grew up in an area, an underserved area of an inner city, where there are constantly subtle and overt assaults that will make you ask the question about belonging. And the frequency of that question will ebb and flow over the years, but I must tell you, it will persist. And I ask you today to be comfortable with that question. It's okay to ask that question of yourself, do you belong? But be certain that you do belong. You know, you belong for a number of reasons. Your desire to pursue your dreams is part of your belonging. Your grit, unique to you and your journey, gives you special power that also contributes to your belonging. And the foundation that you have created and grown upon as a CURE scholar absolutely makes you belong. And so don't be dismayed when others may suggest or ask the question, do you belong? It's okay. It'll give you an opportunity to reaffirm that you do, because you surely do belong. The next thing I'd like to tell you is to control what you can. A few months ago, I lost my mom, who was an anchor for our family. And one of the many things that I'm proud of with my mom is she joined the telephone company, Bella, PA, out of high school. She was a switchboard operator and rose through the ranks. But what I'm proud of is that she had 30 years of perfect attendance. She got up and she got to work every day. And so what I would encourage you to do is show up. There's importance in being there. The other thing you can control is your work ethic. You know, that is something that you can make a decision to put that time in, to use your grit, and be in control of how you show up when you're there and what kind of work ethic you'll put in. Another thing that I think is very important that you can control is your mindset. And it is important to keep a positive mindset. And practicing a positive mindset prepares you for the tough times when you will really need it. And so just control what you can is another issue that I would recommend to you. Number 3, don't be an island unto yourself. And surely you know that, because the CURE program has allowed you to establish mentor-mentee relationships, to foster those relationships. And so you're already well-equipped and well-practiced to be able to reach out and forge those relationships that will propel you and accelerate your growth. Because we live in a world where there's more information, there's more knowledge than any one person can attain. And so having a broad and diverse group of friends and peers and mentors that you can reach to with broad backgrounds and perspectives will prepare you on your journey. And you will combine your excellence and you'll combine their strengths with yours. And so that's really important. And I would urge you, and I wish I knew this earlier, ask for help. Because asking for help absolutely shows strength, not weakness. And it's part of, I think, what's really key to making sure that you don't isolate yourself and that you're not an island unto yourself. I think the final thing I would like to suggest to you that, you know, may be as important as any of the preceding 3, and that is protecting your confidence. You know, like a plant, it needs water, it needs attention, it needs light, it needs illumination. And sometimes the harshness of the seasons in winter will blow away your leaves. It may even break your branches. But if you paid attention, you will keep that trunk strong. You will restore your leaves. You will restore your branches. It will be your anchor. And when you are confident, and when you protect that confidence, it would allow you to study better. It would allow you to dream bigger and bolder. It'll allow you to take smart risks. And it will help you to handle failure, which is a part of the journey. And you will even be more presentable to engaging people when you present yourself with confidence and you protect that confidence, which surely will have its bumps and its bruises, much like a tree in a storm. And so I promised that I wouldn't take too much time today. And I just want to share with you what the others have said. I'm deeply proud of you, very personally, because I saw all of you when you were 11 years old. And the many sacrifices that you made and the great choices that you have committed to as you sit here before us all today. And so I think this is a really special day. It's a really special moment. And there are so many of us who've had a chance to take the privilege in enjoying it with you. And I am honored and humbled to have an opportunity to speak to you tonight. And so I'll end with reminding you that you do belong. Control what you can. Please don't be an island unto yourself, and always protect that confidence. You know, it is well earned and well deserved, and cherish it. And I thank you, and I'm really proud of you, and I look forward to hearing about the many accomplishments that you will have. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Taylor, for those inspiring words. During the pandemic, 4 of our scholars invited me to a Zoom meeting where they shared an idea they had for a new leadership program within CURE. Tonight, as the inaugural success ambassadors of the program, we've invited each of them to address their peers and to share their insights on the past 7 years. I'd like to now invite Aisha Yusuf, Marcia Eubanks, Shakir Franklin, and Princea Sanders to come forward and give their remarks.
Hello, everyone. Okay, so I just wanted to take a moment to maybe talk about my amazing experience being a cohort 1 CURE scholar. As a result in being in CURE, I can't choose a favorite memory from the program because there are so many things about it that I admire and many memories that were created that make each and every one of them special. I want to give 3 pieces of advice to my fellow cohort mates and the rest of the scholars that are here today. Number 1, stop playing with your potential, go after many opportunities. Number 2, always seek help when needed. Every challenge that you face isn't meant for you to deal with alone. There's absolutely nothing wrong with asking questions and needing assistance, because that's what CURE is all about. And number 3, give back to your community by leaving your mark, by doing what you love now and in the future. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Marcia Eubanks, and I've been a part of the CURE Scholars Program since I was in the 6th grade, and it has consistently opened doors for me and given me ample tools to pursue a career in STEM. With the opportunities given to me, I now have lab skills, research skills, networking skills, and many more. I have also been able to gain lifelong mentors and advisors that I know I can reach out to anytime that I'm having academic or even life issues. I just want to say that I'm grateful for everything that the program has passed my way, and I have taken advantage of all of it. I can't wait to come back in the future to share my experiences with the next cohorts to come. Thank you.
Okay, sorry for the Don King look, y'all get used to it. But I want to thank all of you for taking your time out of your schedules to be here for this. I want to thank you all for being here, taking time out of your schedules to celebrate our first graduating cohort of 2022. Clap for them real quick. In front of you, you have scholars who have dedicated themselves time and time again to this program and to their academic achievements. Before you, you have young women like Aisha who are going to prestigious colleges like Spelman. We have young men who are going to colleges such as Temple and also colleges within the UM system, and me who's going to UMES. So I want y'all to look to y'all lefts and look at these scholars who have broken barriers, stereotypes, and looked good while doing it. So while y'all looking left, even though they may not be your scholar, I want you to be proud of them because we may be the first of this program, but we most definitely will not be the last. Thank you.
Hey, everybody. It's been a while since I've done one of these. My voice is a bit different. Looking out at all y'all faces, some that I've known for so many years now, and some that I'm just seeing for the first time, I just want to say thank you. One face that will forever stand out to all of us is Dr. Saunders. Man, just clap for her, please. No, Dr. Saunders, I know it wasn't always you, but many times it was, you know? And just her and about 20, 30, 11, turning 12-year-olds, and I tell you, she never fell behind. She was learning dances, you know, knowing lyrics. She even played football with us, and she all-time QB. She's really good at it. She created bonds with each and every one of us that, as you can see today, is still so strong and they still growing. To our many mentors, you spent so much time with us. Like, we really, Mr. Josh, my mentor, Miss Katie, y'all, he became everyone's mentor. And just thank y'all for that. Thank you, every one of our mentors spending time for us. It was beautiful. We can't forget our parents, you know, waking us up every Saturday, picking us up late nights from school, forcing us to go to CURE when we were like too tired to go. Without our parents, none of us will be here. Literally, because you had to like sign papers and everything. finally, to my brothers and sisters of cohort 1, we did it. From waking up early mornings, brushing your teeth while you're putting your socks on, because you gotta be the cure. We did it, man. Telling people like for so many years, well, I can't really make it because I have like the scholarship I gotta go to in the morning. So like, can you take pictures for me? Like, we did it. We did it. We knew we did it because we knew how special it was. And that cure could change our lives and the lives of so many kids just like us. And it did, like cohort 8 in a few months. Remember our white coat ceremony? That was like, yeah. We have lived through so much just growing up in West Baltimore. And I'm proud to say each and every one of us is strong and resilient. You believed in us and your support has made us strong and gave us the power to succeed. We will change the world. It all began when we were just little 6th graders. And now look at us, graduating seniors. And we will show the future generations how to make the impossible possible. Thank you.
Thank you, scholars. That was wonderful. And now we've arrived at the moment we've all been waiting for, the conferring of the CURE diplomas. These scholars entered the program 7 years ago, wearing short white coats as scholars in training, and they will exit the program as leaders and newly minted CURE alumni, ready to tackle our world's most pressing challenges. I'd like to invite Dr. Perman, Dr. Gerald, Dr. Cullen, and Dr. Taylor to stand to receive the scholars. Scholars, please stand. And when I call your name, you're gonna come to me, get your certificate, shake everyone's hand, come behind and go back to your seat, okay? All right. Aisha Yusuf. Marcia Eubanks. Shakir Franklin. Princea Sanders. Josiah Bryant. Jaden Buggs. Anaya Green. Davion Hill. Some of you are out of order. Ooh. Tyler McKenzie. Courtney Jacobs III. Nicholas Knight. Dayon Wilson. Joshua Terry. Makai Taylor. Kyrie Roberts. Amir Peoples. Let's give a round of applause for our graduates. And if you like, you can turn your tassels to the left side if you like. You can have seats. Before we close our program, I just want to say that at CURE, it's taken a village to get us to this moment. And with that, I just want to acknowledge a few people, some of whom have already been thanked previously, but we can't say thank you enough. First, I want to recognize Dr. Jay Perman and Dr. Elsie Steins and the advisors who believed in this program back in 2014. I want to recognize CURE's founding director, Robin Saunders, the only other person that knows what it's like to run CURE. I also want to recognize past and present CURE staff members who have worked with our scholars day in and day out, year round. So thank you all. Give a little wave. I also want to thank our mentors and instructors who have provided additional guidance and support to our scholars over the course of several years. I want to also thank our CURE Advisory Board and Dream Team members. And I particularly want to thank our parents and family members for continuing to believe in this program and recommitting to it every year. Collectively, you all have made a tremendous difference in the lives of our scholars. Finally, we have been fortunate to receive the time, talent, and treasure of so many of you in the audience, and from entities such as, and this is a lot, the National Institutes of Health, the Edward St. John Foundation, the Kathy and Jerry Wood Foundation, the Eddie and Sylvia Brown Foundation, the Hackerman Foundation, the Jack and Jill Foundation of America, the PNC Charitable Trust, Allen and Tucker, Mahogany Inc., Becton Dickinson, the Alicia and Yaya Foundation, Bloomberg Philanthropies, the Franz Marek Foundation, the United Way of Central Maryland, and the Hinkey Benson Family Fund. and so many other individuals and families who have generously supported the CURE program. Thank you so much for your unwavering support. And with that, we'll close tonight's program. Our graduates will actually remain on the stage for a group photo, but I'd like to invite everyone here to join us for the post-graduation reception in the back of the room. And for those of you viewing at home, thank you and have a great evening.